Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the IWC Radio Podcast. Sorry for me tangling up the buttons there at the beginning, but we are live once again here on YouTube and soon to be on other platforms. Joining me, as always, Chucks and Will. How you guys doing?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
As always, yeah. Same old.
Same old, same old. All right.
Same old, same old. How about you? We so rarely ask you what's going on in.
That's true. We never ask you, do we?
We got snow this past week, for like the first time of the season, I guess. But I'm all right. Could be better. Could be worse. Could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
But I'm all right.
Cool. Someone I hadn't really figured out. I hadn't really noticed today, but someone pointed out to me that normally around this time of year the leaves and things would be falling off trees, but it doesn't seem to be happening.
It is a bit late.
Yeah.
The whole autumn thing. Yeah.
So yeah, something's not quite right. I hadn't really noticed till someone pointed out to me. So yeah, a lot of...
No, it's true. In fact, only a couple of days ago, I was at an arboretum.
Really?
Yeah.
Arboretum.
I was at an arboretum.
When you said yeah, you didn't sound that excited about it.
There was nothing that exciting there.
Fair enough.
But we went because it's autumn, and you're expecting to see some colourful leaves and stuff.
Right.
There were some, but not a lot.
No.
As we first went in, some guy who looked like some kind of enthusiast, and putting two and two together, I figure he's a tree enthusiast. But he could have been a trained guy. He could have been a bird watcher. He's one of those guys, you just know. He had that look of someone who's a bit of a nerd for something.
Did he have a clipboard on?
No, he had like a hat that I guess like fishermen would wear, and like too many badges.
Badges is always a sign.
Exactly. If someone was wearing more than one badge, he's probably out spotting something. But he kind of stopped us and said, "Have you been here before?" I said, "No, not to this one. I'm guessing you're a regular." And he went, "Yeah, I've been a few times." And he just started telling us all about these trees. And he said, and I take it on his authority, we had a very long, late, warm summer. So autumn's kind of delayed a little bit. So we're not having the colour change and the leaves falling quite like we usually would at this time of year.
It's an El Nino year.
That's another one for the climate change people, isn't it?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking out of paper cups and stuff, because autumn's a bit late.
Paper straws.
Paper straws, that's the one.
That's a big thumbs down. Paper straws.
Yeah. Didn't sorry, we're going way off on a tangent now. Didn't McDonald's stop paper straws? That they're bringing something else in?
Oh no, what is it going to be now?
I don't know, but basically I think they realised that paper straws are crap.
Yeah.
It's been 7 years now. We finally worked out they don't work. Paper doesn't hold liquid.
Shocker.
Didn't someone... I'm maybe making this up, but I'm sure it's out there somewhere, if it's real. Isn't there some sort of health risk with paper straws as well?
I've heard recently that the paper straws are toxic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm sure there was something about that.
That's weird.
And I think that means actually like kind of poisonous, not just toxic as in bad personality traits. You don't want to start a relationship with a paper straw.
Fair enough.
So that's another reason why they're getting rid of them, because they might kill people, which is good reason as any.
Yeah, I guess.
They might kill people. But I'm assuming that's why we're not seeing more like metal straws, because they could kill people.
Well, apparently, I'm saying, I might be making this up again, but the report I read, apparently they're the only good straws. Metal straws are the only good ones, because they don't
believe it.
The impact on the environment as much, and it's not that
they're actually reusable.
Yeah. So they're saying people should buy their own straws and take them with you.
We're not carrying a metal straw around.
And
how long before the police start saying, "Well, that's a weapon. You can stab someone with that straw"?
That's the point. Yeah, I've thought of that. Yeah.
Ah,
I used to know a guy who just genuinely was a bit of a hygiene freak,
yeah.
and he generally went to restaurants with his own knife and fork.
I've heard of people doing that.
Yeah. And I'd always, everyone who knew him called him a bit of a weirdo, but I suppose
Yeah.
kind of got it right in some ways, isn't it? You know, you never know, do you?
Yeah. I mean, there's still people literally handling your food back there.
Well,
The
we have
chefs
to
do
target
put their fingers on the food directly, so you got to trust them. To some extent, you got to trust that they are running the cutlery through a dishwasher.
Mm.
But yeah, I
He had,
get it.
he had a little case for them and everything. He did it a few times, but everywhere he went. I don't think he pulled them out of McDonald's, I think he was.
A knife and fork to eat a Big Mac.
Now we're talking snack.
Yeah.
You should be at the Snack Down Center, yeah.
Titan Towers.
That was a great tweet.
The tours of that place when that opened.
Yeah.
I want to go. Apparently, there's a full ring in the main lobby as well, like a full ready to go ring. With there was pictures. That's the guy who actually took that photo. Who I did actually steal it off and didn't credit. I do apologise.
Yeah, I know. This guy had
way to go.
Passive aggressive, cheers for that.
If you
the least I could do is like and retweet his little thing.
Let's give him a shout out. What was his name? Rob. What was it?
Rob
Aurelio.
Aurelio.
Look on his thing, Smoot. I think if you go to his profile, he's got more photos of the rest of the.
1 sec, yeah.
It must have gone on some media. He's a photographer by. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Look at his media file. There's Ric Flair for some reason.
Yeah, let's see.
There's a giant WWE
Does
Championship
appear to be a full-size ring.
Oh god, hold on. Yeah. There you go.
Here
you go, Rob. Here you go. Here's all the credit here.
Go
this
back
is
a few. You've gone past. You've gone past a
this
few.
one.
Back.
Back.
Other back.
Other
The other
back.
back.
And again.
Yeah,
That looks cool.
And
there's the giant.
can you
championship.
get more than 4 pictures now?
Yeah.
You can put video in.
Oh yeah, they've extended all that as well.
Yeah.
Go back one back. I think
There was definitely another one. There
we go.
I was in the video, right?
That's pretty cool.
Huh.
Because you're
Yeah,
so
I
jealous
know.
of me right now. There's no need to be jealous. What a humble guy.
Don't try this at home, but at work is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Work is
maybe
not
like
home unless it is.
a workplace disagreement. You go right. I've had enough of you. Get the ring.
This is how we settle things around here.
Yeah.
Some dude getting it with a chair.
Or is it because they want to do Money in the Bank there again? And they figure, well,
Maybe.
may as well have an actual ring this time.
Yeah. Shout out to
Yeah,
Rob
keep going.
Aurelio.
Go back to his photos again, Smoot. Keep going along the other way, the way you were going.
Yeah. Go this way.
There's the giant.
The giant belt outside.
Yeah. Which I guess is under construction of some sort.
Yeah. What's her name? Jake Cargill put a photo up of. Just stood right next to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you go to the next one, this is the main lobby. Which,
Yeah.
as you would imagine with WWE, it's covered in LEDs.
Of course, yeah.
Like everything else in WWE.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And then if you keep going, next one, I think you see this the snack down we were talking about. There you go. There's the staff cafeteria, which is called Snack Down. I didn't see that one, the one that you were walking through.
Hold on, let's see here.
Seen that one before.
Flair.
Flair.
Yeah, with all this is where they have all the statues and whatnot. So where is this again? This is in the new HQ, huh?
The new HQ, yeah.
Okay.
Dusty.
Huh. Okay. Well, the new headquarters.
Giant Andre. There's the ring again.
It does. I gotta say, it looks pretty sleek.
It does, yeah.
And there's the snack down photo.
Yeah.
Oh, National Pasta Day. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to. Get on the phone to Trick. See if we can get a tour sorted.
Guess a one-way ticket to snack down there.
Yeah.
Just to real quick here. Hold on, let me pull this.
Do you
up
reckon?
here.
Sorry. Do you reckon they've got like, obviously the place is called Snackdown. Do you reckon all like the menu items are all themed names?
Maybe. I
I'm
don't
trying
know.
to think of something now, but I can't think of any offhand. Maybe they do like raw eggs. Or something. I don't know.
Raw eggs. Okay.
That was a bad one. I'll give you that. But
Wow. Just to go back on the straw cup discussion discourse here. Here, let me put it on. Hold on, do I have? Let's see. Hold on. Hey, there I am. My mom got me some Halloween cups, but they.
Well, Envision.
Hey, look at that.
Hey.
They glow with this weird. There's this one,
Very good.
and then let's see this one here. This one shows up blue. It's supposed to be purple, but there you go.
That's very blue.
It is very blue. I blame
You
the
can take that
lighting.
into the snack down.
It'd be great. But yeah, the straws that came with it are like rubberized.
Rubber.
Yeah, I bought some of them from my local pound shop, which,
Quick.
as Chuck will probably know, the pound shop is not a great quality.
Honk honk.
But,
Yeah, I thought they were cool.
yeah, the straw ideas are pretty good, but the ones I got weren't great.
I feel like they're more likely to be toxic than the paper ones.
Yeah,
Probably are. Yeah.
maybe, I don't know.
Bit of breaking news for you. Sorry, before we get
Oh.
into everything else. Don't know if anyone was bothered at all, but Tyson Fury had his big fight with the UFC guy, or ex-UFC guy. Tyson Fury's just won on points, which I don't think anyone expected to go that far. I think he
Judge's
expected
decision.
someone to get knocked out. Yeah, judge the decision. That's what they call it, don't they?
Is he done with WWE?
I don't know. Well, this is it. You see, because
Been around for long.
this is what I was just going to bring up to you, because the ring we had Saudi Arabia with this fight.
Yeah.
Vince and Taker are actually in the crowd. They were shown before.
Yeah, they're pulling up.
Obviously Crown Jewel is there this time next week. So,
Oh God, yeah.
is he going to stick around for Crown Jewel, maybe?
Possible.
I doubt it myself, because apparently he's got his next big proper fight. This is more of an exhibition fight.
Mike Bond here with the video. You see him with a cane as well. That's
Oh,
gotta be a
that's-
cane! I'm sure that's gonna be the new like headlines, like Vince McMahon seen with a cane with WWE legend in Saudi Arabia.
There was a he did a little interview with someone while he was before he went into the event. I'm just trying to find the link to it. There we go. There was a quote. There we go. So basically, the guy asked him what he thought of Saudi Arabia, bringing all these events to Saudi Arabia. Vince said, "Everything they're doing is so much. They're delving in the superior aspects of all sports entertainment. Everything that is the best in the world is going to be here. This is what I thought was interesting. This is our home now. This is being pronounced. This is our home. This is WWE's home." So he's either on drugs.
Yeah, that one. That one. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't care what it is. That's the one.
Saudi Arabia's his home? I don't think so, pal.
I don't think
so.
don't Endeavour didn't really like Saudi Arabia, didn't they have some sort of disagreement or something?
Maybe.
Remember
I'm
reading
not sure.
something when something went on.
But that does sound like
Uh,
it tracks, but again, I'm not entirely too sure.
But yeah, so take us. I did see one on the footage I was watching before the fight started, which by the way had the longest build-up I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I tuned in at it was 10:30 our time, and it said that the ring walk was due to start at 10:40. They had 4 musical performances
What the
of people
fuck?
I've never heard of. And I think they eventually started the ring walks about an hour later. It was about 11:40 by the time it started. So it's a good job with daylight savings tomorrow and our clocks go back. 'Cause at least I won't I get that hour back. But yeah, during that whole stupid build-up, they showed a clip of the various celebrities who were over there for this fight. Guys like Ronaldo, few Xboxers, type Mike Tyson's there. And they
Oh,
showed
those are
Taker.
Xboxes.
Yeah.
The Amazon boxes
There's a
there.
few gamers there.
The box-like structure was there from WrestleMania. No, they're showing all these different clips, and one of them was Taker. I think he must have got the biggest cheer out of a lot of them. They do like him over there. So yeah, I thought that was quite interesting.
Interesting.
But
Interesting.
yeah, enough waffle. Have we talked wrestling?
Sure. What do you want to talk about? As Cody Rhodes eloquently,
Alright, Cody.
likes to put it.
So yeah, it's a bit of a slow week, you know. We haven't got any pay-per-views to focus on. Or...
Yeah, it's
No,
been a bit of a
we
slow
have-
week.
We have a main event tonight, which is pay-per-view worthy.
Oh yeah, MJF in it and Omega.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that should be good.
Kenny Omega is challenging for the title and defending his record title reign.
Yeah. Should we do a mini
MJF now
prediction?
is wrestling a lot.
Oh, geez, sorry. There we go. Hold on, let me get the graphic ready. Since we're talking about Collision, if I can find it here, I don't have a source where they have like all the matches. I just kind of like scour like AEW or Tony Khan.
I've got a really bad copy from from Ringside News.
Ringside News.
Yeah. I've got some Twitter related news.
Here we go.
This week.
Uh-oh.
Get to that in a minute. It's not that bad a copy, is it?
There we go. I got one here.
That's
There
okay.
it is. So it's the
Yeah.
main event here from what was booked on kind of a bombshell match in a weird way, but yeah, Kenny Omega versus MJF for the AEW Championship in the main event. We got Bryan Danielson with an injury update. Jay White versus AR Fox. Hikaru Shida versus Abaddon. I didn't know about that.
Oh, Abaddon's back. In a
Yeah,
Fright
Fright-
Night fight.
Yeah,
That's quite hard to say. Right,
it is. Dax Hardwood and Ricky Starks and the House of Black are back. So
Oh,
that's what's on the
there's a lot
card
of rhyming
tonight.
going on here.
Yeah, at the Mohegan Sun
Back
Arena.
Back in attack.
Is this
Yeah, go ahead.
some sort of desperation because the attendance hasn't been that great for Collision lately?
Yeah, I definitely think it's a like a ratings
Seems to
grab.
be, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I've seen quite a few pictures. Every Sunday after a Collision, there's always a photo on Twitter of some empty crowd for Collision.
Yeah,
Um,
and like the action is just basically okay. Here's this person going against enhancement talent for like a good chunk of the show.
yeah, I was
and-
watching last week's Collision, and yeah, that was.
Huh.
I've seen a lot of people on Twitter basically saying this was like Rampage, basically.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
it's a 2-hour rampage. Yeah.
Yeah. So they definitely need to do something with it, don't they? Because when you look at Dynamite, though, and is it good? Is it Saturday? You think? Because Dynamite seems to be doing quite well, doesn't it, for attendance wise?
For right now,
See-
yeah.
Well, yeah,
And it is still live, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too. Anyway.
Live. Yeah, maybe you're right, Saturdays. But then Saturdays are going out night. Well, you're going out to the wrestling. That's a thing. No? It's a way to spend your Saturday night.
Well, that's been what's his name, Nick Khan's argument for moving the pay-per-view to Saturday, didn't it?
Yeah.
He said there's more chance people go out on a Saturday to do things.
Yeah.
booked, and he said, "Why not? Why can't that be a wrestling show?" Which, to be fair to WWE, he's not wrong. They're breaking all kinds of records, aren't they, with the attendance?
Yeah,
Just
pretty
seems
much.
to be AEW. Is it something? Is it the talent in AEW? Looking that way, kind of, isn't it?
Well, there's no Punk now. It was Punk's show, and he's not there.
Yeah, pretty much. And not only that, apparently, I don't have here. Let me see. Let me pull this up here. This is what a great name, I gotta say. But apparently, 200,000 people. 200,000 people turned off TVs when the Dark Order came out this week.
Snack.
Yeah. Thank you, Aiden is strong for the name there. Well, this is the quarter-hour breakdown. Yeah, that's ouch. Yeah. Apparently, I mean, there's also an NBA game coming on at that time, from what I understand. Yeah, but like, man, having that many people like turning away is kind of a big deal.
Mm.
Especially when the show started off hot with MJF, and the promo on the ramp there, and then after the ad break, it was just like, oh, here's a Wardlow vignette. Which, by the way, I personally think Wardlow should have been the guy that challenged MJF, because you already have a story there, instead of Omega, who's been basically losing matches to Don Callis' family.
Well, it's because of his reign, isn't it? He's going to break his record, so they have to do that now. And Wardlow, you're right, that's there, so they should probably do that at some point soon.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe wants something as well, so they've got that all in the pipeline. But I think this one it kind of had a time limit on it. They had to do it now, or the whole point of the match is just gone.
Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, God, I really hope they don't forget Wardlow exists again.
Yeah. You and me both, man. Because now he just looks like a guy you'd see on like WCW Saturday Night. Like, I don't like his new look. With like the short hair, and I don't know. Maybe it's just a me thing, I guess. What else happened on Dynamite, since we're on the subject of it? It was kind of a weird show, I gotta say, from what I remember.
I thought that ending was really weird. It's like,
yeah, Brian was like, my eye, and then I thought a big
really
schmoz was gonna break out or something, you know?
Yeah, you did. It was looking that way, and then it was like, no, we won't bother. just like, no one seemed to know what was happening.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Odd.
Let's see. Yeah, it felt like a big schmoz was going to break out between the Best Friends and the BCC to hype up Survivor Series, or the equivalent of it. But it was just Danielson tending to his eye. Oh, this was kind of cool. The Swerve Strickland invading Hangman's house.
That's right, yeah. I didn't see much. I was kind of doing something else, so I was kind of...
You were kind of doing something else.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I thought
So
it
he
was
talking to
interesting.
someone in this, like, baby crib.
That's true. We never saw the baby.
If there's a baby in there, then where are the parents?
Well, Hangman's,
Hangman's at work, sure.
Yeah, he's
okay,
at work.
he's got an excuse. Where's the mum?
sleeping, I guess. I don't know.
And she, well, I guess.
For what it's worth, we didn't see the baby in the crib.
So who's he talking to?
Nobody.
Self, maybe? Yeah.
Swerve's a weird guy.
Maybe he took the kid. I don't know. Maybe there was no kid. Did you ever think of that? Maybe it's not even Hangman's house.
He got the wrong house.
That actually would be pretty funny.
He got the wrong house. Tore out the picture on the fridge.
Yeah.
Left his t-shirt
To be
in
fair,
there. Left evidence behind.
to be fair, that was a shit image on the fridge.
Yeah, it was great.
That was an awful piece of artwork.
Even the kids probably saying, "Yeah, if you're gonna tear one up, do that one." That was not my best work.
Pretty much, I simply said this is basically when the Fiend was messing with Miz and Maurice's kid, if you remember that.
It
only,
was.
only with Miz
Just
no
go
selling the
about
angle
it.
completely. And then this would have been even
It
more
was just pissed for
hilarious.
5 minutes, and then John Morrison came back, and he just forgot about it.
Yeah, pretty much. This would have been even more hilarious if Swerve was just talking and acting in front of an empty crib, which it honestly would be. Like, he's just pantomiming like there's somebody in there. And then, yeah, he just adventures in babysitting, and he actually cited the image there. Look at that. How about it? So, +1 to Swerve. I'm a big Swerve fan, I gotta say. He's one of the few that gets it. I think him and MJF.
He's great.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
So.
He actually has an aura of someone that, I don't know if it's an intimidating thing or just I don't know what this guy's gonna do kind of thing. But someone I can actually, most heels, especially in AEW, I can say he's a good heel. I appreciate his work, but because of that, I kind of like him.
Yeah.
Swerve, I don't know. I don't want him anywhere near me. He's sneaky. He's dangerous. He's great. He's awesome. Before Prince Nana came back into the room, was there a toilet flush, or am I imagining that?
I would have to listen to that. I don't know.
I thought that was like little comedy sound effects in the background. There's a toilet flush, and then he walks in and goes, "Swerve, we got to get out of here."
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they were in a hurry to get out of there, or at least Nana was. Let's see. I guess the elephant in the room. Sting's gift was Ric Flair. Tony Khan being
What a gift!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being a billionaire, just like, here, have a human being as a gift. And I gotta say, it was A, a surprise, and B, one that I didn't care for. But maybe.
It was kind of cool to see him, but yeah, it wasn't the big thing everyone was making it out to be, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't care about Flair. In fact, I've gone like here real fast. If I can cut to it here.
I thought some of the things Christian said were hilarious about
Oh yeah.
him being on a pump puppet string and stuff.
Oh yeah, dude. Christian's the best, man. He really knows how to sell it here.
Yeah.
I mean, this is early on. I guess we can get into it here maybe shortly. But for my thumbs down this week, it's Ric Flair. Just like I don't care about him unless he like apologizes for the, whipping his dick in front of a stewardess. That whole ordeal. Until he like owns some responsibility for it, he can fuck off. To put it mildly. So he might live in the thumbs down box, much like with Jeff Jarrett for Will there. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of it, but I'm glad that I guess Sting is on the same like retirement tour as Bryan Danielson, if you will. That
Yeah, seems that way. Doesn't it?
yeah, just playing the greatest hits on the way out.
Did Flair say he's basically sticking around till Sting retires?
Yeah, we'll see about that, pal. Give him a 6-pack, and pretty sure Tony Khan will regret that decision.
Yeah, probably.
We also saw Lana wants to manage Andrade. But do you think maybe Ric Flair is going to manage Andrade? That was always rumored.
I mean, considering
sense, wouldn't it?
Andrade was using the figure 8, I think, last week on Collision.
Yeah, he's done that a couple of times. Yeah.
So I mean, it's the possibility for it is definitely there, absolutely. If he's
Get on to I think it was Nigel McGuinness last on Collision. When you saw, was it him? Yeah, it was him. Yeah, but they were backstage and she was talking to him backstage, wasn't she?
yeah,
And
something
then
like
Nigel McGuinness said something like, I can think of one person that won't be very happy with that, and it's
Yeah.
not Miro.
Heyo. Now that would be interesting. Yeah, Action Andretti was trying to canoodle with Lana
That's right.
a couple weeks ago, and Miro got a hold of him and humbled him. So, yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit baffled that Miro and I guess CJ are kind of just going like their separate ways here, but it's kind of mingling a little bit here. I gotta say, it's making a little bit more sense. So I'm willing to kind of give it a try.
Interesting than the usual, manager wrestler situation.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me turn this down real quick. Sorry, I'm finagling some things over here. Apparently, Justice League is on. How about that?
Many people are not happy with this decision of Tyson Fury beating this guy.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people saying
I didn't see the fight, but apparently the other guy should have won. So there you go.
Alrighty.
Seeing someone saying people say wrestling's fake, but have you seen boxing lately?
Yeah.
Lately,
they'll let anybody in the ring.
And there's a clip of front row of Vince sitting next to Mike Tyson. Where'd the Undertaker go? Did you left the Undertaker somewhere else?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did the lights go off? Lights go off and then Undertaker disappears.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. That's how it travels these days.
Actually, you know what? Let's do we got about 10 minutes here to play with before Collision comes on. Let's get into the thumbs up, thumbs down since I already have it queued up.
Let's do it.
There it is. Let me get over here. What do you guys have?
You've got Ric Flair on there already.
Mm-hmm.
Just in general, Ric Flair.
In general, yeah.
Just generally Ric Flair. I'm gonna go for one. We didn't do one show last week, did we? So I'm gonna go for one from last week. There was a match on Raw. Nakamura against Ricochet in I think it was a street fight or a full cut anywhere or something like that. One of them matches,
Yeah.
It was really good. For a TV match, it was brilliant. It was pay-per-view quality, and Ricochet was doing all kinds of flips and jumps all off things, and yeah, it was just something you don't
normally
tend to see
yeah.
these days on Raw. It was
maybe
a good bit as well. They did. Go on, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say maybe they're trying to salvage Nakamura after he lost to Seth Rollins in that last man standing in comedic fashion.
They seem to be doing them more with both of them, Nakamura and Ricochet. They seem to be doing a lot more with both of them. So.
Oh, that's good.
There was a cool little bit where they went backstage through the entranceway, and you seen them fighting in the gorilla room, if you like. And,
gorilla room.
As they went past, you saw Shane Helms was sitting at one of the desks.
What's up with that?
Hey!
Because he's one of the producers now, isn't he? He's been there a little while.
Yeah.
And as they went past him, Ricochet stopped and he went, "Stand back, Hurricane, there's a Ricochet coming through." So I thought that was a nice little bit.
Fair enough.
It came out afterwards as well. Apparently he was actually the producer on their match as well. So that was a little nod. So yeah, that was kind of, I thought.
Whoa, that was a can.
It was. That was a Pepsi Max.
Do you guys have the new logo for the Pepsi products over there? Not yet. Okay.
Seeing it, but we don't have it yet.
I hate it.
That's a new logo.
Yeah, it looks like it. As a friend of mine described it, it looks like it's going to call you a slur.
Isn't it? Haven't they gone back to the old one?
It looks a lot more, more like the old one.
That's it.
I hated that new one.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
the one
the
we got on
one
the
to
right. I'm not a big fan of the one on the left, but of the two, I would prefer the one on the left. Here, let me put it up on the stream so that.
What's the point? You guys don't get Pepsi Max, do you? Do you? Or do you?
I think we have the
Isn't it just-
zero sugar version now.
Yeah,
but
you,
we
you
used
don't
to
call
back
it
in the
Pepsi
day.
Max, but it's the same thing. But yeah, you don't call it Max for some reason.
Oh yeah, zero sugar.
Let me see here. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's just the. We used to have that, but now it's just the zero sugar variant.
Yeah.
So there you go. Anyway.
Yeah, I prefer that new one to the new old one.
That's fair.
Anyway, thumbs up for the aforementioned list of challenges for MJF. MJF has like 4 guys all wanting his title. Jay White, Samoa Joe, Kenny Omega, and I'm sure there's another one in there. Definitely another one in there. That's gonna bug me. Wardlow's the other one.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Wardlow. And on top of that, he's had a feud with Juice Robinson. And he's doing stuff for the ROH tag titles as well, because he's a double champion. So maybe it's a little bit too much focus on one guy, but I do like the idea of having a world champion being the guy that everyone's going for, not just the guy this month.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks when you've got a world champion and he's doing a promo, and then Adam Cole comes out and goes, I want your title, and then for the next 3 months, that's just what it is.
Right.
I really like the idea of having more than one guy saying, this is my goal. And MJF can say, well, you're not my goal just yet, I'm dealing with this thing.
Yeah.
But it just makes sense. That's what you would do.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be in that spot.
As Excalibur
That's
pointed out, the
awesome.
walls are like closing in on him, essentially.
They are. He's
So-
got too much going on.
Yeah. It's honestly like it's the best storyline going on for AEW right now. Especially when, again, after MJF, competed and then Omega came out and made the announcement that he wanted to compete for the title on Collision tonight. After that, Dark Order, 200,000 people immediately switched off the product, so... yeah, it would be nice if AEW had some more stories going for it. Rather than just, hey, here's person A going against person B. I thought that would be a really good match.
There's a lot of that.
And it's a lot of that. And it sometimes works, and then other times it's like, you could probably put a story behind this for me to care.
Yeah.
So.
They also try and build up dream matches a lot. I think it kind of hit a low when they signed. Was it Tony Khan said is my favorite guy ever, and it was Christian Cage, and it just very flat. Didn't live up to expectations. But they did another one this last week. Here's a dream match: Bryan Danielson and Andrade. Like, well, it's not though, is it? It'll be good. It'll be good, and I can imagine that Tony Khan wants to see it, but it's not a dream match. It's not that big. So I've got a second thumbs up, and it's kind of it's related. They're doing a lot more segments that kind of cross over with each other lately. You remember one a while back when Samoa Joe came out at the end of an MJF promo and gave him the shoulder bump, and then that turned into a whole thing.
Yeah.
They're doing more of that lately. They've done it with John Moxley coming out, doing similar things.
Battle of the
They
Belts
did the one
last week.
Kenny Omega did it at the end of this promo. It's in general they're tying things together a lot more and mixing things up. And that's good fun. Crossover segments. There you go. Simple.
Sorry, I couldn't think of I had to reset the music and I couldn't think of what to type there for a moment. Yeah. What about a thumbs down?
For me, the guy who had the sign that said Sonic 06 is a good game. It's not.
Yeah.
It never was. It could have been. It's just not though. Don't be that guy.
I'll go for the ending of Dynamite. No one seems to know what the hell was going on.
It was really weird. Everyone just stopped. Even the announcers were kind of signing off with this kind of questioning, like, I guess we'll see you.
Is this the end now? Are we ending now?
There you go. There was another sign that I thought was kind of... I wouldn't say it was bad, but it was kind of interesting. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Let me see if I can find it. I know... Oh, it's going to do... God, TweetDeck. It's not TweetDeck's fault. I blame Twitter. I have to refresh it here. Okay, there we go. It should be... Yeah, there we go. Alright, so basically, this was during the main event. The Okada tag. He gets into the match. And then Shivani's like, hey, listen to the fans of Philadelphia. And they get a weird shot of a person holding up like a cardboard box front of like an actual fan. As you can see right there. Like, it's not a bad sign. I just like, hey, you know, that's what you got. That's what you got. But like, what are you trying to convey?
Cool air.
Cool air. Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
I'm sure he's got something written on the back of that, right? That's got to be the...
I would assume so.
It's a fan holding a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's just what it is.
That's what it is.
I am a fan. A fan.
Anyway. And yeah, Sonic
So
06,
apparently-
I agree with you, by the way. Sonic 06 was a terrible game.
It could have been good. They had something. But
The load screens
load
were
times are insane.
atrocious, yeah.
And it's broken. Everything you do just shoots you off into death.
Yeah.
Go around a loop and it just veers off and throws you into the sea.
Yeah.
It sucks. That game is
Just before
broken.
Sorry, Will, what were
before
you
we
going to say?
go, sorry, I've got there was a clip come out on Twitter last night. They did 2 SmackDowns last night because they're going to Saudi, aren't they, next week? So next week SmackDown will be taped. So it was taped last night. There was a Cena promo. With him and Solo, because that's been announced for Crown Jewel as well. Cena against Solo. And he made a little remark, which I thought was kind of cool. He said,
Never before,
So-
probably never again.
he said
Sorry.
Solo only got the job because what film's this?
Oh, this is Justice League. It's about to
Justice
go
League.
off.
Really?
Yeah.
I recognise that. I'll go back to that a minute. Sorry.
Flash was not running very fast there, by the way.
He
No.
wasn't really.
Leisurely jog.
He said Solo only got the job because of his cousin, which I thought that was kind of cool. And then he ended with the line of, "You're nothing more than a bargain basement Taz ripoff,"
Ooh.
which he's kind of right. But it'd be interesting to see if they leave that in the show because it was edited, so it was taped. So they may well edit that out next week.
Yeah, no mention of Taz.
Yeah, you can't
Taz?
say that.
Who's Taz?
Taz with 2 Z's. You remember that guy?
Yeah.
That guy.
Alrighty.
Who's that?
Probably do a thumbs up for RVD as well, still being good, but that's too many. Too
Yeah.
many. I'll just say it. RVD's still got it.
I'll give a random thumbs up. Don't put this on. I'm just gonna say it again. Because RVD and Sting were on the same show. Someone reposted that clip of TNA when Sting was in the crowd and was wearing the mask and took it off. And I've seen that again, and that made me laugh.
Alrighty. There it is. REZ still has it. We're gonna get out of here. Enjoy Collision. Enjoy the main event of MJF and Kenny Omega. Hopefully nobody interferes and costs Kenny Omega the championship title shot.
Mm.
Like
Who's
somebody...
the guy in the mask?
Well, that's a good question. Who could that be? Well,
Mm.
we might find out, or maybe get a little bit of another teaser tonight, perhaps. But we'll see what
I did
happens.
A really good tweet that I don't think it's going to happen, but someone suggested it could be CM Punk.
The entire thing is a work.
Hilarious.
The entire thing just happens to be a work.
Someone said it'll be the biggest working ever.
For real.
Yeah. It's not-
Alrighty. We'll see what happens. Tune in. Catch you next time. Good night, everybody.